Hello everyone, I'm of course the Black Shadow. You of course are the viewer, hopefully subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, there's a red button somewhere down there-ish, I think? About there. Yeah, so, I did announce on Twitter a couple of days ago that I was going to be posting an update video, of course, the fact that nothing's been uploaded for a few days, and basically there's stuff that needs to be explained. First of all, good news, everyone. I can unequivocally state at this moment of time recording that I, Black Shadow 993, am indeed alive. This is me. This is me being alive. Something like that. Yes, I'm not dead yet. Thank goodness. However, after the way the past several days have gone, I kind of feel it's a little bit. Oh my goodness me. I won't bore you too many details, folks. But basically, past few days have been pretty chaotic. That's about as much as I can say. I know this is going back quite a while. Some of you guys may remember back to New Year. Believe it or not, for those of you on the channel, you guys remember I put up an update video on New Year's Eve where I kind of put forth my rough plans of what I was going to be doing for this year. Some of you may well remember when I did this update video that I kind of split it into two. I said about the first half of the year there was lots of bits and pieces I wanted to do, most of which we've done, if memory serves me correctly. Some bits and pieces we haven't quite finished yet. But I always said about I couldn't really plan for what was going to happen in the second part of the year. That's kind of what this has all been about, folks. The past week or so, I have been a very busy Black Shadow, and I have been having to work pretty tirelessly off-screen, dealing with a variety of things and issues that need to be sorted out, so that they could be sorted and kind of things to be worked out for this coming autumn. I'd always said that I couldn't really be sure what was going on because, admittedly, at the time, I didn't quite know what was going to happen, but I kind of more or less do now. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad at all. If anything, it's pretty freaking good. Whilst I don't have an exact set of dates, and whilst at this moment it is admittedly not 100% signed, sealed, and delivered, basically, folks, over the period of a lot of October, possibly going into November, I'm going to be on holiday. So much so that the plan is I'm actually going to be out of this country. Thanks to some very, very good people I know who are being mighty generous to me. Basically, it has been worked out, and I've been saving up for it for quite a while, actually, to head over to the good old US of A to go for a extended break and holiday, folks, to allow me to actually kind of enjoy some time, because I've not really had the opportunity to do that for a long time, basically. Since really before I even started doing this hobby, quite a few years ago now. I won't go into details, but basically there's been a lot more to it than just booking a set of tickets. There's a lot of things that I have had to work at and deal with, and I've had to throw myself out over the past several days, which is why I basically haven't recorded anything for about a week. And nothing's been uploaded for a week, apart from Resident Evil Outbreak, which of course has already been pre-recorded. It's annoying, personally, because, obviously I've established a pretty solid, generally a video a day, more often than not, so whenever I kind of don't quite fulfill that, it bugs me personally. But I know that you guys on the channel are usually very, very, pretty understanding, and you tend to be very, very, receptive, and you kind of understand, obviously, doing like a half-hour video or so a day, it is a lot of work. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but when you break it down, a half-hour video a day, that's 4.5 hours of footage to record each week, plus time with editing and other bits and pieces. It is actually quite a job. And there are times where I can't, for reasons beyond my control a bit, I can't quite do as much. And this has basically been one of those times. So, of course, I do ask for your humble apologies on this matter. However, at time of recording, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, ow, the worst is over. And when I say that, I mean I reserve the right to suddenly disappear for a couple of days again. It's not impossible, but I do. But the worst should be over now, and I should be able to start returning to a more regular schedule. Obviously, the period of time that I'm going to be spent not in the country, kind of difficult to do recordings. My initial plan was basically I was going to do a load of recording before I go, and the idea was to have uploads go up while I was away. I'd still watch over the channel, that sort of thing, and have like past footage go up on the channel while I'm away, basically. That was my rough idea. I hope to still be able to do that. It's still basically like 2 months until I board a plane. So, roughly. And again, I will let you guys know a bit more when I know more, when it's all signed, sealed, and delivered, which it is not in the moment. It's in the process of being worked out, and I'll let you guys know when, basically, that's going to be, for a rough period of when I'm not going to be around, physically speaking. Still recording, and I'll keep you guys up to date, basically, is where that is. As far as what's going on right now, obviously there's not been a video up since Resident Evil Outbreak, back on August 10th. There's not been too much, particularly besides that, obviously. And I feel really sorry for those of you guys who really want to watch Vice City Stories. We was fine for like first 15 or so videos, something like 20 videos, and it's just been so stop-start, and I'm so sorry. It's been a multitude of things have unfortunately gotten away with the LP, and to be honest, it's the first LP in, I think it's almost 6 years that has basically been really heavily affected. And it annoys me, it frustrates me personally, but unfortunately, these things do happen on occasion, and I can only apologise for that. However, as for now, right, so I've got a rough schedule, basically, I'm going to work with. It is now Tuesday night. I have recorded a couple of videos of Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries, as I said I was going to do. Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries is not going to be as in-depth as Resident Evil 4's Mercenary was. Of course, we did every stage, every character. There's no freaking way I could do that for Resident Evil 5. So, I explain more in the video, but basically, I'm taking a selection. I'm going to be showing off each level at least once. Basically, my rough plan is to do each level once, showcase a variety of different characters. Once I've done all 8 stages, basically in the first video, don't give them to me in this video, just in the comments below. Please wait until tomorrow, when the first video of Mercenaries will be going up. Basically, I will be asking for any requests that people have to take on a particular stage with a particular character, because it means it gives me a reason to do a few more. And there will be some fancy-dancy editing going on, because the only problem with playing Mercenaries over and over again is you have to listen to the same frickin' bloody music tracks again and again and again. Powers of post-editing. I can fix that. I have some samples of tracks which I will be using as in addition. Some you might expect, some you might not. But that's the thing, folks, and it gives me a reason to play around with that a little bit more. So, the first video of that will be going up tomorrow. Probably pretty early-ish tomorrow. Thursday will be, of course, Resident Evil Outbreak. Good news for you guys, there will be a double-header of Resident Evil Outbreak on Thursday. Basically, the way it's recorded, it was basically either one really long video or 2 smaller ones, and I've decided to break it up for your guys' convenience. So, we've got a Resident Evil Outbreak double-header on Thursday as we tackle decisions, which is Possibly my favourite campaign in both files. Love it a bit, so I was very looking forward to getting on with it. Friday, I will hope to either get Vice City back up and running. If I don't manage that on Friday, I've already recorded a second video of Mercenaries, so that will be going up. And then Saturday will be the resumption of Vice City Stories. And we will get both these LPs done. They are now top of the priority, folks, basically. That's roughly where we are. Sorry about that, folks. Bit of crafty editing there. I think my PC had a moment. So assuming everything came through fine. So yeah, we will be resuming. Should be normal scheduling from tomorrow. And we will be getting both Vice City Stories and Mercenaries done, folks. It will happen. I would like to think to get the pair done will be a couple of weeks or so. I don't know how much we've got left to do with Vice City Stories, but I can't think there's that much to be done story-wise. And I think if we start powering on through it, I should be able to get through it in, maybe half dozen videos. And Mercenaries, some of the videos will be a little bit shorter as well, so hopefully it should work out pretty well. Once we've dealt with both those LPs, we will look forward to the future. I have to make a decision of what I want to do. I do have an LP in mind for what I'm going to record and start uploading while I'm away. I haven't decided upon that. I also haven't decided what LP I'm going to do in the 6 weeks or so before I go, folks. I'll be honest, I've not had much of a chance to really kind of work that out. So you have to bear with me, folks. But rest assured, it will be. I'll be looking at that over the next week or two, and I'll be throwing out another update video like this. And by then, hopefully, I should basically know what's going on, and then we can all have a great big conflab party. We can all get merry, and I can tell you everything, and the world will be perfectly fine. Hopefully. I think that's largely about it. There is one other thing. Which is happening. I don't know exactly when it is happening. King Strikel, who's probably watching this. Hi. Obviously, you guys will remember him from such LPs like Resident Evil 5, Super Mario Bros. 2, Keep Talking and No One Explodes. That was the bloody name. I keep getting the name of that. Yes, folks. I have been doing some bits and pieces with him, not strictly LP related, more kind of like stress testing, machinery related. Basically, with the Left 4 Dead series, which of course is a series that I'm very interested in recording for you guys. If I will, it won't be happening until I return from the US for reasons, which I won't go into right now. But that is something I absolutely would want to do because I absolutely love the fucking series to bits. It is one of my favourite game series of all time. And I want to do it on the channel for a while. I've not had the opportunity to. And hopefully that should come some point after I get back. So again, I'll let you guys know a bit more of those details when I get there. But me and him were basically doing some bits and pieces on the game. We were doing a bit of test recording as well because he's kind of looking to get back into doing his own stuff as well. At some point... He's currently putting together, I believe, some footage of a couple of games we played. It came like a scavenge games. We played a versus game, which was quite entertaining, actually. There was some fucking awesome moments. I've basically given all the footage. He's going to be putting it together on his channel, more or less. I'll throw you guys a link to that as and when it goes up on my Twitter, at BlackJoe993. Check the description. There's a link in there. Feel free to follow. If you don't, then, you're missing out on stuff. Damn. I've got to be like the world's worst self-promoter. Oh well. So yeah, basically that's kind of where that is, folks. So just to let you know, keep an eye out for that, or King Strikel, or I suppose the artist formerly known as King Strikel. I believe he's actually looking to change his name to something I don't quite know off the top of my head. I may end up still calling him King Strikel. A, out of habit, and B, maybe just to annoy him slightly. Sorry. So yeah, that's basically more or less it, folks. So yeah, sorry, there's not been anything up for about a week or so, but to be fair, when things and bits and pieces have gone on the channel previously, I know you guys have been pretty understanding, and I do thank you very much for that. And I thank you guys in advance for hopefully being understanding this time round as well. So have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. I will catch you all tomorrow in our entrance to the mercenaries. If you've got any suggestions of stages and characters, particular combinations you want to see, put them in that video description. Please don't put them in this one. I won't probably acknowledge it. I know it's there, but just please be nice. I've had a tough week, everyone. Please be nice to me. So, yeah, basically. So thank you very much for watching and listening. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for the mercenaries. And if not, you had damn well better be around for our doubleheader on Thursday of Resident Evil Outbreak and Decisions. You don't want to miss it. It was quite the fucking chapter. Peace.